Do you feel like your time at the Writing Center is going to help you over there?
Oh, very much.
Yeah.
Very much. Certainly, the obvious is the writing. I feel law school is sort of writing intensive. And I think that the experience I've gained here and the practice I've had here with writing and interacting with others is definitely going to help in law school.
And when did you start working here? Were you a sophomore or first year?
Well, I was hired at the end of my freshman year, so I began at the beginning of sophomore year. I was one of, I guess, 6 or 7 people that joined when the Writing Center opened, and that was definitely fun, to be part of something from the ground up.
How exactly did that happen? Did you get recruited, or did you hear about it and wanted to join?
Well, at the time I had been writing for the campus newspaper, and through that connection, I met Dr. Denny, and he sent an email inviting me to come, interview with him and see if we could work together.
And it worked out.
It did.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Have you noticed any, or what has it been like through your 3 years here? So, have things changed for you as a tutor, or has the Writing Center changed?
Right. Well, we've obviously grown. That first week or two, we were all a little bit curious why there were even 5 of us sitting around with nothing to do. And now it's amazing because there's 20 of us, and literally, I mean, we just, we do interviews, appointments every day. We have e-tutorings. We're very busy.
And as a tutor, do you notice your work? Do you see your evolvement as a student and a tutor over the last 3 years? Have you been able to gauge that at all?
Definitely. I feel like I've grown with this place. Just as when we began, we were a little bit unsure of ourselves. I feel that now, I guess 3 years later, I feel more comfortable with my own writing and with my own interpersonal skills, definitely.
So you feel more confident in the advice that you're giving to folks who show up here?
Definitely, yes.
And let's see. For folks who are just about to join the center, who've been hired and are a little bit unsure of how things are going to go, what would you say to them?
Definitely speak your mind. Seek out the advice of our colleagues here. That's not at all frowned upon. In fact, it's almost frowned upon, I think, if you don't. You definitely want to get your face out there around the Writing Center, get to know people. And if you have a question, turn to the person next to you and say, have you ever dealt with this? What did you do? How did you handle it?
Even if you've had a bad session that went poorly?
Oh, definitely. There's no shame here in terms of a poor session. There really aren't any bad sessions.
Mm-hmm.
It's a matter of what we each make of it. Just this week, I turned to you as we were sitting next to each other, and I said, "What did you think of that session I had with that girl?" And I think that level of comfort is a sign that this place is working. We're comfortable talking with each other.
Mm-hmm.
No one's intimidated.
I like that. So it sounds like the training never stops, even on your last week with the center, you're still...
It sort of hit me as I asked you about that, like, what does it matter, why would I bother? But yeah, definitely. I feel like I'm still growing even in the last week, and I think the new consultants will find that also.